Okay, so there's been a few questions about the privacy of Nuro, and the particular question is that when I published Nuro onto Google Play, I actually did not provide a privacy policy at all. So there's actually an option in the developer console where you tick and where you have no privacy policy. So some people were concerned that I was keeping a lot of records of everyone. So this video is about how privacy relates to Nuro. So privacy is a concern if you either store data or send it. Right? So you're worried that people are going to... So here's your private information. And you're worried that people are going to send it or store it. Because if you store it on the phone, you know, someone might be able to access it. If you send it to a server, well, someone definitely can access it. So let's look at what Nuro does. Nuro stores nothing. So here's your phone. So it stores nothing. So here's your phone, and we used this picture before. So here's our phone, and this is a very bland and logical view of the phone. So in terms of the storage of the phone, you got RAM, and you have flash. And last time we didn't talk about this, but there's actually like a third part here, which is cloud. Right, so cloud drive. So if you're on Google system, they give you Google Drive and you can save your file straight to it. So, but these two are kind of the same, because are kind of together at least, because they're what we call secondary storage. And most importantly, they offer something called persistence. Persistence. Okay. Which means that between the launches of the app, or between you powering the app on and off, the data is retained and can be viewed and loaded again next time. So Nuro doesn't do this, and this is why you have to log in each time with your username, password, and PIN, because Nuro stores nothing. Right, and the Nuro source code is open source. It's a very short code, very succinct, the source code, and it's very easy to read all of the source code, you know, in less than a day, and verify that no storage APIs are used at all. No storage calls are made to any library. No files are made, and no text is sent. So there's no textual information sent at all. So the storage part is fine. So we know that Nuro doesn't store anything. So the second part is sending. Right, what does it send? Nuro itself only sends one thing, and that is signatures. Okay, so Nuro, okay, actually no, it also sends addresses, sorry. So the only thing that Nuro sends is your public address to query the cloud blockchain for your balance and past transaction history, and that's done using HTTPS, so it's really normally not eavesdroppable anyway. And signatures, so after Nuro signs, so after we sign transactions, the signatures are sent back to block cipher, who then builds the signed transaction completely and broadcasts it onto the Euro network. And these are the only two things that are ever sent by the app. When you use the email and SMS features, Nuro has no control over those. So all it does is it just gives your public address, and that's all it sends an email anyway. It gives your public address to your phone operating system. So Android, iOS, or Windows, and your operating system decides how to send that email. So it normally opens a dialog box and allows you to edit that message and choose who to send it to. So you're in complete control of your data, right? So public addresses are anonymous. They don't connect to anybody, right? And Nuro does not and never ask for your personal information. So your public address is never connected to anything. And the signatures are in every single transaction anyway. So if you're going to make a Euro transaction, no matter how you make that transaction, these signatures are going to be on the blockchain forever. So they are not private information either. So the conclusion is that Nuro does not send any private information, and it doesn't store any private information. So because of that, there's no need for privacy policy. And at the Euro Foundation, we like to coin that with a new name, which we called Zero Knowledge Privacy. Right? Or ZKP. And this is a principle that we hope to abide by in all our future projects. So we believe this idea of zero knowledge privacy is very important, because if we make all our apps not store personal data or send it, we never have to worry about actually protecting it, and we never have to actually worry about people trusting us with that information. And finally, we don't have to worry about it being stolen by an adversary. And that is a beautiful thing. So there is a thing called a zero knowledge proof. Zero knowledge proof, so kind of the same name, which is a very complex mathematical algorithm to prove to another party that you have a piece of information without actually exposing it. And this sort of principle of being able to have accounts in Nuro but not have to expose the personal information to the blockchain is kind of similar, and is a very good property to have in any piece of software. And we're really proud that we're able to deliver ZKP in Nuro, and we plan to keep that as we improve the software over time, and keep to a scenario where we never have to put a privacy policy in, and users never have to read a privacy policy and figure out if it's safe to use Nuro. Thanks.